Jill, you did a fine job.
Welcome to the twisted world of survival horror. Step carefully. Those corners, yeah, they bite. Jump scares lurk in the shadows, waiting to pounce when you least expect it. So crank that brightness, flick on every light in the house, and hold on to your controller, because this week's Platinum Trophy drags us screaming back to where the nightmare began, in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
But what is Resident Evil? Well, Resident Evil Remake is a modern reimagining of the 1996 survival horror classic, originally released on March 22nd, 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube. It was later remastered in HD and released on January 20th, 2015 for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Trapped in a zombie-infested mansion as either Jill Valentine or Chris Winfield, you'll explore dark corridors, solve eerie puzzles, and fight for your life with limited resources. With updated visuals, added scares, and new story content, this version is the ultimate way to experience where the horror began. Resident Evil has a total of 45 trophies, 1 gold, 15 silver, 28 bronze, and of course, 1 platinum trophy. Now, as per the norm, when it comes to Resident Evil games, you're looking at multiple playthroughs. I highly recommend using a guide for this game, as Resident Evil does not hold your hand at all. This is survival horror at its finest and cruelest. Without guidance, you'll find yourself running in circles like a headless chicken, trying to figure out where to go and what random item goes where. You can do a blind playthrough if you want to fully experience the mystery, but keep in mind you'll need to complete around 5 to 6 playthroughs already for the platinum. To save time and your sanity, following a guide might be the way to go. In the description, I will link the guide I used. Okay, so you will need to beat the game on easy, normal, hard, and real survivor. These trophies, however, do stack, so completing the game on real survivor, you will unlock the rest. And with that in mind, we are going to do this by playthrough. There are no collectibles per se in the game, but there is a trophy for entering every room on the map. The description for this trophy, however, is very misleading, as the description states visit every room, but you are also required to collect everything in said room. Basically, every room on the map must be in green to unlock the trophy. This will be your first run on normal. You will also be saving everyone with Jill. The second run will be on Real Survivor, and this is where you will try and do your speedrun with Jill as well, as you will be avoiding most enemies. There are 2 trophies when it comes to the speedrun. Finishing the game in under 5 hours will unlock the Infinity Hammer and Gun, and completing the game in under 3 hours will unlock the Infinity Rocket Launcher. These 2 weapons also go towards the Star Stellar trophy, where you must obtain and use all weapons. This run will be the no saving anyone run, and an important note here: the timer does not stop when the game is paused. If you need to do something during your run, pause the game and put the console on rest mode to stop said timer. If you do not complete the game in under 3 runs, you will have to replay it again and achieve the rocket launcher, as for the following playthroughs it plays a key part. Follow the Real Survivor guide again, but this time play it on normal, as this is the requirement to be able to achieve the rocket launcher. For the next run, we will stack completing the game on invisible enemies and knife only. This thankfully can be done on very easy. We obviously cannot use any firearms, and unfortunately we cannot use any defense items either, so get used to getting grabbed. However, there is more than enough healing items around, so do not sweat it. From here, we will move on to the playthrough as Chris and get both his endings, saving everyone and saving no one. This can all be done in one playthrough. Save Rebecca in the mansion, and at the end, before you face the final boss. Again, save your game, and then go free Jill from her cell. Complete the game as you would normal, and then reload save. Only this time, leave Jill in her cell, and when facing the final boss, let Rebecca meet her end. The final playthrough will be the no saves run, and this as well can be done on very easy, and is why the rocket launcher will come in clutch. Now, by this time you should know where all the instant death areas are, and there are a few, but I shall just name them very quickly. When in the water with the sharks, do not stand still or the giant shark will come up and one-shot you with its teeth. In the cave, you have 2 boulders you need to avoid. When facing the hunters, make sure your health is at 100% because if it is not, they have an attack that will insta-kill you, even on very easy. And in the lab, when you have to transport the fuel, you cannot run, shoot or be grabbed as this will cause an explosion, insta-killing you. In the guide I followed, he could shoot his weapon for some reason, but when I did it, I blew up, so I imagine that this has been patched. On very easy, there's only one section you have to go through that has zombies which you should have dealt with when you first went through. However, if you did not kill them with a headshot, there is a chance that they can reanimate as Crimson Heads, which are much more faster and stronger zombies. So to be extra safe, when you first go down there, make sure you have the lighter and fuel on you and burn them just in case. Alright, those are all the runs, and by following the guide, you should have achieved the platinum. The grand majority of the trophies are tied to collecting certain objects, stories, and saving or not saving everyone. There is however one miscellaneous trophy that might be a bit tricky. Break out the marshmallows requires you to burn 2 zombies at once. This can be done with any character, and the best place to do it would be as you enter the lab. Make a save in case and kill the first zombie and then lure the second one near the first. Once he gets to the feet, fire away. He should fall back right on top of the other one. After all the running and backtracking up and down the stairs is complete, you should be the proud owner of a 1.4% platinum trophy. But is the constant heart attacks worth this platinum trophy? There is a reason this game coined the term survival horror, because that's exactly what it is. As I mentioned before, Resident Evil does not hold your hand. You're left to fend off enemies you don't yet understand and navigate a maze-like mansion filled with brain-bending puzzles, cryptic clues, and limited resources. Every decision matters, every bullet counts, and every hallway could be your last. The Spencer Mansion is practically a character in itself. Its layout is brilliantly designed to force backtracking, with shortcuts you slowly unlock as you progress. You'll find yourself memorizing door placements, item box locations, and which rooms are safe havens. That loop of cautious exploration is what makes the game so gripping. You're always on edge, but constantly rewarded for pushing forward. While the game isn't over the top scary in the traditional sense, it keeps you constantly on edge, thanks to its eerie sound design and those infamous fixed camera angles. Tension is around every corner. Nothing makes your blood run cold faster than stepping into a room, the camera angle facing you, and hearing distant moans echoing through the dark. Do you hold your ground and wait for those rotten hands to come into view, or risk moving forward, only for the camera to shift and reveal a zombie inches from your face? This game creates an atmosphere of dread like no other. I still remember trying to solve a puzzle when a flash of lightning lit up the room and a crash of thunder from outside made me jump out of my seat. That's the power of its ambience, subtle but deeply effective. Even though the controls have been updated for modern gamers, those sudden camera shifts can still trip you up. There are 1 or 2 rooms that are notorious for this. It's a minor gripe, but it can make navigating or solving certain puzzles feel a bit frustrating at times. Still, that's part of the charm and challenge. Let's not forget inventory management, which adds a whole layer of strategy and stress. Do you take the shotgun and risk not having enough room for a key item? Do you bring healing or save that slot for puzzle pieces? Choosing what to carry and what to leave behind can be the difference between survival and starting over. It's tense, it's frustrating, and it's brilliant. You also get 2 playable characters, each with their own story path, unique items, and slightly different challenges. Jill has more inventory space and access to a lockpick, while Chris is tougher, but has fewer slots and no easy shortcuts. These differences encourage multiple playthroughs, not just for trophies, but to fully appreciate the game's design. Now, story-wise, don't expect an Oscar-winning script or top-tier voice acting. It's campy, awkward and sometimes unintentionally hilarious, but that's part of the classic Resident Evil charm. Long-time fans know this already, but for newcomers, yes, the dialogue is cheesy, and yes, the character interactions can be hard to take seriously, but don't let that turn you off. Where the story might be thin, the gameplay more than makes up for it. Now let's talk about these trophies. This game makes you earn that platinum, and I mean earn it. The challenges are tough but fair, and overcoming them feels incredibly satisfying. Resident Evil Platinums are a badge of honor, a testament to your perseverance through horror, resource management, and razor-sharp timing. The trophy list doesn't just complement the gameplay, it elevates it. You'll experience the horror in new, brutal ways, like a mode where all the enemies are invisible. Even when you know a grab is coming, you'll still flinch when it happens. That unpredictability keeps things fresh even on your 5th or 6th playthrough. The speedrun trophy is another highlight. It challenges you to finish the game in under 3 hours, but it's not punishing. You'll likely finish with about 20 minutes to spare, giving you just enough breathing room to plan your route and stay composed under pressure. What makes all of this so impressive is that even after multiple playthroughs, the game never stops being engaging, whether it's the shifting enemy placements, different routes, or sheer tension baked into every room. Resident Evil knows how to keep you on your toes. And on a broader level, this remake set a new standard for how to revisit classic games. It respects the source material while enhancing it in every way. Visuals, atmosphere, gameplay mechanics. It not only holds up in 2025, but in many ways outshines modern horror titles in its ability to truly unsettle players. Overall, the game and the trophy hunt is a thrilling, unforgettable ride. It's terrifying, but in the best possible way. It's a challenge, but a fair one. And most of all, it's fun. If you're new to the Resident Evil series, this is a perfect place to start. Just don't forget to turn the lights on. Resident Evil's Platinum Trophy is a 9 out of 10.
Barry. Where's Barry?
He's...
No.
Thanks everyone for watching. I have more videos like this on my channel, so go have a look at that. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thanks for watching. PTR out.